This is Shop Talk. Your part came out 20,000 oversize, and the code looks clean. That's almost always G41 or G42 doing exactly what you told it to, not what you meant. G41 and G42 are cutter compensation. They tell the controller to offset the toolpath sideways by the radius of the cutter, so you can program the actual part edge instead of the center line. G41 is comp left. G42 is comp right. That's the whole vocabulary, and it's also where the trouble starts. Left and right of what, though? That's the part nobody finishes the sentence on. The answer: look down the tool, in the direction the tool is traveling. G41 offsets to the left of that line. G42 to the right. Most operators were taught the left-right rule as memorization. Nobody told them the viewpoint, so half the time they're picturing it from the wrong side of the table and the comp comes out flipped. There's a shortcut that survives the confusion, assuming a standard right-hand cutter spinning clockwise, MO3. For climb milling on an outside profile, the cutter rides to the right of the direction of travel. That's G42. For climb in an inside pocket, it flips to G41. Reverse the spindle, and that pairing flips with it. Outside profile, climb cut, G42. Inside pocket, climb cut, G41. Memorize the pair, not the abstraction. Now, here's where the part actually comes out wrong. The G code is only half the story. The other half is the D register, the cutter compensation offset. On most controls, that register holds the cutter's radius, not its diameter, though some let you set it to diameter mode. When you call G41 D01, the controller pulls that radius out of offset slot 1 and shifts the toolpath sideways by it. If D01 holds the wrong number, your part is off by that amount on every wall, and twice that across a slot, since both walls move. Say your end mill is half-inch nominal, but actually measures 0.498, a true radius of 0.249, and D01 still holds the nominal 0.250. The control now offsets for a tool bigger than you've got, backs off the wall by 1,000, and every outside wall comes out about 1,000 oversize. That's not a code bug, that's a table bug. And here's the move that scraps the most first articles. Comp has to ramp on during a linear move, usually the lead-in. You can't switch G41 on while the tool is already pressed against the wall. The controller needs a full linear move, at least as long as the offset it's ramping on, so roughly the cutter's radius, to shift the path sideways without a sudden jump. Skip the lead-in and you either gouge the part or trip an alarm. A clean lead-in looks like this. Position off the part, called G41 on a linear feed move toward the start of the contour. Then run the geometry. Then on the way out, G40 cancels comp. Same rule in reverse. Cancel on a move away from the part. Never while the cutter is still touching the wall. Put it all together, and the safe sequence has 3 codes in 3 positions. G41 on the lead-in, the contour in the middle, G40 on the lead-out. One more failure mode. If your cam already offsets the tool path to the tool center, a compensated path, and you also switch on G41 at the control, you get double comp. The control shifts an already shifted path by another full radius. Every wall ends up a radius off. An outside profile cuts oversize, a pocket undersize, by as much as a full cutter diameter across the feature. The fix isn't to change the G code. It's to pick one place comp lives, either the cam model or the controller, and zero out the other. If you've made it this far, the part came out wrong puzzle almost always lives in one of 4 places: wrong D value, wrong G code direction, missing lead-in, or double comp from cam. Walk those 4 and you'll find it. Subscribe. Shop Talk drops one of these every week.